Gemini, what's going on with you? I hope you guys are doing lovely. This is going to be your September monthly love reading. Let's get straight into it. Let's read the energies that you guys are going to be dealing with in the month of September.
What is the collective, the Gemini, is dealing with here? What are the prominent energies you guys are dealing with in the month of September, the Geminis?
What is going on in your inner world? Let's get a read on you, on whomever it is that you are entangled with romantically, and your overall situation. Let's see what's going on here. What is your energy in the month of September? Where is it? What's going on with you in your love life, Gemini? Let's see. Let's get a few more shuffles. Signs of the twins. All right. So there's a debate going on here in your own mind. I feel that you're having a hard time looking at something clearly. Okay. There's a bit of a hesitancy when it comes to making some sort of choice regarding action. This action can entail either having some sort of new beginning, initiating some sort of new beginning with somebody, or initiating a new beginning for yourself, moving on from a situation. Right? What are you going to choose? To revisit something that needs growth or to relinquish it is essentially the dilemma that I am noting here with the Two of Swords. What's going on here? Tell me some more. What is Gemini dealing with? What is Gemini dealing with during this time? What do you got going on? So you guys are definitely single. I am reading into a Gemini that is independent, or they're focusing on themselves. They're definitely not in a commitment, okay? I feel like your love life has got this quite stagnant feeling, all right? Not a lot of activity going on here in your love life. In the present is what I'm getting here, Gemini. So where are things going? How are things going to develop for you in the month of September? How are things going to move? The Ace of Swords. You're going to get whatever clarity you're seeking here, whatever sort of dilemma that you are having a hard time with, this Two of Swords. You're definitely going to get this clarity here, this insight. All right? Tell me more about this insight. What is this Ace? What is this Ace? The Ten of Wands. So it seems like you've been holding on to something that's been burdening you, ladies and gents. I feel that you got feelings for someone and you might have been resisting them, okay? Or you might have been pushing away someone that you have feelings for. There does seem to be a sense of invulnerability. It's kind of like you've been holding back your feelings, and this has been adding a lot of pressure to you. I feel that it's, somewhat been overwhelming for some of you. All right. Nevertheless, I feel that this pressure, this weight on your shoulders regarding some sort of suppression of emotions is something that's going to subside here with the Ten of Wands and the Ace of Swords. All right, tell me more about the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Wands. You see, I'm continuously getting this message here. With the Ten of Wands, tens are completion, right? 1 + 0 = 1. So I'm just getting a full circle happening here. It's kind of like you've been carrying a massive weight on your shoulder regarding your love life, your feelings, okay, stagnancy, waiting, unspoken emotions, or there's like some sort of tension here that hasn't been released. You're releasing that shit, is what I'm saying. All right. New beginnings are happening for Gemini. Tell me more. What's going on here? What can Gemini expect in the month of September? The Temperance. I see a lot of healing, ladies and gents. So Gemini, it doesn't seem like your love life is too active here in the month of September. All right. I feel that there's some sort of regenerative energy is really what I'm picking up. So you may be going through some sort of rebirth or some sort of reconstruction, or what's that word? Reinvention. It's kind of like a reinvention of yourself is really what I'm getting here. You were in a state of stagnancy, discombobulation, lacking clarity, and that's exactly what you're getting out of. You're now moving towards a state of finding peace, equilibrium, harmony. Some of you are dealing with a Sagittarius. All right. What about the Temperance? Why is the Temperance here? The Ace of Coins, a lot of new beginnings. We got triple aces, ladies and gents. We got the Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, Ace of Coins. And, whoa, I feel that what this entails is essentially you finally releasing yourself from some very toxic attachments. All right. What is this toxic attachment? What is this releasing? What is this bondage that they seem to be dealing with? The King of Swords. Ooh, some of you are dealing with abandonment issues. All right. Some of you guys are dealing with abandonment issues since long ago, childhood even possibly. The devil can go far, okay? The devil can be karmic energy here that you're holding on to. But with the King of Swords next to it, it's kind of like made you quite emotionless. All right, the King of Swords is the King of Ice per se, and we have the Five of Coins at the bottom of the deck, which insinuates abandonment. So I'm telling you, I'm getting this energy of abandonment. Maybe you have abandonment issues. Maybe you were abandoned recently. Maybe someone left you. All right, and you've been holding on to this shit. It's been vexing you. It's been just something you've been carrying, maybe pushing away, not wanting to face or accept. All right, it's made you kind of emotionally dull. So it seems with the King of Swords. This is what's changing, ladies and gents. I really feel that your heart is warming up as you are deciding to move on from this shit. All right, so Gemini, the month of September seems to be a massive time for you when it comes to finding inner equilibrium, okay? Inner balance. Looks like you guys are going through a hard time, to say the least. Let's see what's going on. I didn't get any love, ladies and gents. No external energy. That was a very potent message, a very introspective message here for you guys. But let's look at what's going on here with any outside relationship. Who does Gemini have on their mind, and what is this individual's energy towards Gemini? Who is significant in regards to romance in Gemini's life? And what is this person's energy towards Gemini? What is this individual's energy towards Gemini? The Knight of Wands could be a fire sign. This is the card of Sagittarius. Could be an Aries. Could be a Leo. All right. This individual seems to be quite stuck. All right. I feel that there's a lot of contemplation here regarding this connection. All right. I feel that there's stress here. It's as if this individual could have the tendency of, getting stressed the hell out when they think about you. They could think about negative scenarios. They could think about the worst case scenario. It's what I'm picking up is someone here that is, gets mentally restless and in a very negative state when they think about you. Not saying that they have anguish towards you, it's just the situation itself and their attachment to the connection and the dynamic that you guys currently have is negative. All right? It's quite consuming here, ladies and gents. It's not too productive, to say the least. Now, moving along, talk to me. This individual's energy, what is this? The Chariot could be a Cancer individual. Nevertheless, I feel that this individual has a tendency, not the tendency, but is compelled to come forward and actually put in some work. I feel that someone here wants to make their way to you. They want to communicate. All right, but again, this is something that they're deliberating. This is something here that they're still processing. All right, I don't feel like this is something that is set in action yet. All right, I feel like this person's at a crossroad, and at this time, it's all but a wishful thought. Okay, with the Star card, this is someone projecting their imagination, right? Wishful thinking, hope, and such words are all but the imagination being projected, right? Someone is mustering up some vision in their mind and projecting it into the future. We call it desire, we call it wishful thinking, we call it hope, wishing upon a fucking star. So this individual seems to be wishing upon a fucking star when it comes to healing something with you. All right? Again, it's all a product of their imagination, and I really don't feel a lot of physical action coming from this individual as we speak. Tell me more. How is this person's energy going to progress or develop in the month of September toward Gemini? Death energy, major transformations, ladies and gents. That's interesting. So this individual, I feel, has been in a state of, being quite immersed in negativity. I really get the sense that someone here they've kind of been stuck in the past. They've been stuck in the past in regards to whatever has happened. It's like, even if you guys have been separated for some time, the attachment that they have towards you hasn't changed, okay? Let's just say you guys broke up in bad terms and time has ensued. That same paradigm is where this individual has been resonating or vibrating, if you will, or just simply resting, okay? Which is nowhere good, like I mentioned. Mental restlessness, stress, and a sense of lingering in stagnancy even. That is changing for this individual. Death energy is a massive transformation, is a massive releasing, similar to you guys. You both are going through some sort of releasing. Whomever it is that you are dealing with, both of you guys are releasing some major stressful energy here. All right, Six of Wands. How does this death energy relate to Gemini? How is this going to... They're letting you go, Gemini. Someone here is moving on from you. That's what I'm getting the sense of. All right? Someone here is like, they're no longer going to be stuck on you. All right? You got to consider here, look, we got 2 9s. 9s are very singular energies. The Hermit is a number 9, right? This is someone that is by themselves. The 9 of Coins, this is someone here that is thriving in their own independence. This is someone that is self-concerned. All right? This is an energy that is not in a commitment per se. However, the way this death energy relates to you is them actually detaching from you is really what I'm getting here. All right. So let's see. How does this individual view Gemini? We're going to look into new love here in a moment. As a matter of fact, let's do that. Let me get some advice for you, Gemini, regarding the situation. And there's been a lot of struggle here. A lot of repression on your end. I did note like some sort of unspoken or some sort of repressed tension here, that like feelings that you've been pushing away. And this individual is the same. It's like I see this individual with this propensity to want to come towards you, but then there's this massive shift here with the death energy where they just detach. So there's been this dark energy, I must say. This energy between you and this individual that feels a bit toxic. All right. Nevertheless, what is your advice when it comes to this situation, Gemini? What is your advice when it comes to this situation? The Queen of Wands. All right. What about the Queen of Wands? The World card. I like this. So the message is quite simple, and it's something that you're already moving towards, ladies and gents. Look, the Queen of Wands is the Queen of Seduction. She's the Queen of Fire, typically a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But this is you. This is what you are being called to embody, all right? This charisma, this confidence, stepping back into your own fucking sexiness, ladies and gents, all right? This is all about pursuing what you want. This is all about stepping into, a leadership role. And now I'm not saying to be a leader of a group of people, but simply be yourself, radiate this natural magnetism that you have. All right, ladies and gents, know your fucking worth, Gemini. All right, look in the fucking mirror and recognize who the fuck you are, straight up. That's what the Queen of Wands is about. Now, another thing here with the World card, this speaks of closure. This speaks of allowing cycles to end. It's 12:12 on the timer. Allowing cycles to end, ladies and gents, all right? Putting an ending to a fucking chapter in your life that no longer needs to be there. All right, it's time to let go of this fucking burden that you've been carrying and heal from this defeat. All right? That's your advice when it comes to this situation. What are you guys, beating a fucking dead horse? Let's see. What's going on here? Any new love for Gemini? Any new love? Any new love for Gemini? The Empress and the fucking Lovers? Wow. Okay, let's see. What is this about? What's going on here with this? You may have a very significant person coming into your life here. I want to know what's going on here in September here regarding this new love situation. Any new love for Gemini? You got someone here. It could be a Virgo or a Taurus. I'm getting a lot of earth energy. This is someone that is very slow. This is someone, I don't mean slow like in a bad way. This is someone that is very methodical. Someone here that is very calculated, all right? This is not, a typical impulsive individual. This is someone that takes their time, all right? Someone that can, in fact, be a bit of an introvert. However, this individual that seems to be coming into your life around September, this person has a lot to offer when it comes to selflessness, when it comes to, love, when it comes to maybe even wealth. All right. The Empress is an abundant individual here. Tell me more. Who's coming into Gemini's life here in the month of September? King of Cups. You see, now they're appearing as the King of Cups. Could be a water sign, but this is an individual that is very emotionally mature. Okay. This is not typically an individual that wears their heart on their sleeve. Okay, but this is someone that has emotional depth, emotional maturity, and they have a lot to offer when it comes to emotional security. So you got someone very serious coming into your life here in the month of September. All right, someone that you've caught their eye, they're interested in you. I feel like they're going to be very slow when it comes to investing into you, investing into a relationship with you, but I feel like they're going to be very benevolent. I feel like they're going to be very kind. I feel like they're not going to put you in a state of perplexity. This is a very soothing energy. I feel like you're going to be quite comfortable with this individual. There's an element of nurturing energy from this person, okay? Wow, Gemini, maybe this is exactly the type of individual that you need in your life right now, that you are fucking going through a bit of a funk, ladies and gents. All right, let's get one more card here regarding this individual. The Queen of Wands, look at that. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Remember I said that you need to embody the Queen of Wands? Look at that. We got the King of Cups and the Queen of Wands, ladies and gents. This is quite a yin and yang dynamic that I'm seeing here. We got the masculine energy here appearing as water. We got the feminine energy here appearing as fire. All right. This is going to be an interesting relationship, to say the least. You may feel a bit incompatible with this individual. All right. You may feel as if you guys got a lot of differences here. And you may not be so keen to or too attracted to this individual initially, I must say. All right, this is the type of energy that I'm getting here. Yeah, I feel that, to be frank, I do see you investing into this person, but it's going to take some time for you guys to really connect. However, I must note that you definitely have a lot of potential with this person to build a very strong emotional bond here, as we are seeing the King and Queen of Cups and the Two of Cups. All right, so this person that's coming into your life at this time is coming in where you're not so clear, where, you know, it's like, I don't know what the fuck you're going through, all right? We just emphasized it a few minutes ago. Nevertheless, you're not in the best state for love right now, let's just say. However, it's gonna move slow. This situation is gonna move slow. I feel like you're dealing with someone that is very patient, someone that is very mature. And I feel that in the long term, if you really give this a chance, ladies and gents, this has potential, Gemini. This has potential to be a solid relationship. But this is someone new. All right, I am seeing that. Look at that, the Ace of Swords and the Lovers. I feel like this individual is going to be a big facilitating factor to your healing. All right. So do not close off to love. Keep an open mind. You're going through a transition. You're letting people go, or you're letting a situation go. You're releasing something, ladies and gents. And it's not time to be alone. It's not time to isolate yourself. All right? It's time to recognize how fucking fine you are. It's time to step into your fucking confidence, ladies and gents. Your charisma, your sexual magnetism. And I'm not saying be a fucking hoe and, you know, seduce everybody around you. But I'm saying, you know, exhibit that element of confidence that people just are drawn to as soon as you walk into the room. That's what you need to move towards. All right? So do not close yourself off to love in the month of September, despite the fact that you are going through a fucking atrocious time, Gemini. I'm going to go ahead and continue this in the extended, all right? I'm going to pull energy on whomever it is that you're moving on from, just for the sake of it, and I want to see what's going on with this new love as well. I'm going to get some clarity on both these individuals, all right? I'll be sure to quench your curiosity and give you some insight on what's coming up in the month of September through the other side. If you're interested, the link is in the description. You want access to all the extended readings, take a look at the second link. Good luck to you, Gemini. Keep your head up. I'll see you guys next time.